Okay, morning members of the fourth estate. With you here is Omar. Omar. I am an activist and a civic educator, but much more of a civic educator than an activist. On Monday morning at around 6:45 towards 7, I was from home, my home village in Kajulu. I was boarding a matatu headed to town, and as you know, matatu do some brief stops as they collect passengers so that it could be fully to reach town. Upon reaching a stage called Wathorego, the matatu stopped to allow other passengers to aboard it. And I was seated in front of that matatu because it belongs to a friend, Habib. So a few minutes, somebody came, opened the front door. As it is the norm with the matatu, I excused him to be the first near the driver, then I could follow. But upon alighting from that said vehicle, the person who opened the front seat apparently happened not to be a passenger but a police officer, because this came to my realization the moment I alighted from that vehicle and he handcuffed me. And with him were 5 other several officers with whom they arrested me together with. Then behind the matatu I was boarding was a Ford double cab pickup and 3 white Subarus. I was bundled into the Ford Ranger double cab pickup, and the vehicle sped towards Mamboleo interchange, where I was transferred from the vehicle towards the Subaru. I was transferred from the double cab into, then bundled into another awaiting Subaru. In this vehicle, they covered my head using my jacket. I had a jacket, a white one, so that I couldn't see wherever I was going or wherever they were taking me. And among those conversations that were happening in those vehicles, they were questioning my affiliation with one Babu, the sitting member of parliament for Embakasi East, and why I was so hell-bent in tarnishing the name of the Interior PS, Dr. Raymond Omolo. And what is it with me that every time I go to the press, I must mention the name of PS Raymond Omolo. They even showed me videos of 2 pressers I did. One which I did in front of Kondele police station when Babu security, one Oliver Ocheng Jaoko was released, where we were condemning such acts of police brutality, where the state is using police to maybe silence dissent or intimidate their opponents. And the second one I did here at Jomo Kenyatta Sports Ground after the assault of Vihiga Senator Godfrey Osotsi, where we were calling the Interior PS because it is knowledge in the public domain that the perpetrators of that act are his known close associates. And it was so uncalled of him to be going to the press to say that he won't allow or he won't condone acts of violence, acts of political intolerance where politicians are being assaulted publicly, yet the perpetrators of those acts are his close associates, they are known, and it is knowledge in the public domain. The vehicle then, the Subaru I was bundled into, they covered my head with the jacket, so I couldn't see exactly where the vehicle was headed to. But upon reaching Eldoret, I noticed when I was, the vehicle took so long on the road that after, I don't know, like 2 hours is when I was able to see what was around me. That was in a planted forest, almost approaching Eldoret International Airport, where they started showing me videos, photographs of people they are looking for. Of which of those photographs they showed me are members of our team with whom we always do our activities with whenever Babu is in town, most of which are mobilizers, his security team, and his logistics teams. That includes drivers, people like me, Omar. I was then taken to Langas police station where they refused to book me in. I was taken again to another police station inside Eldoret town where they also refused to book me in. Then we started the journey backwards again, because the information I got, because most of them were speaking in, most of those DCI officers were speaking in Kikuyu. But little did they know that I also speak Kikuyu, and I understood all that they were saying. And they reached out to our RCIO, because they were using coded languages that they thought I don't understand. So they took me back to Mosoriot. Police station, they also refused to book me there. Kapsabet, they also refused to book me there. And as some police station in Vihiga, Kaimosi, area of Kaimosi, which they also refused to book me in. In that vehicle, all the interrogations that they were trying to push my way were all surrounding one PS for Interior, Dr. Raymond Omolo. In that process of interrogation, you know how the DCI are. They must kind of do some work on you. They must clobber you, like try and push you to give them some information of which me myself I don't know, because how I know Raymond Omolo, I just know him as an interior PS and maybe some of his close associates. And between me and him, I don't think there is so much that we could fight for, to an extent that he could send 4 government vehicles with full tank from the DCI headquarters to just come find a civic educator like me, Omar. It's still something that I still fail to understand. Upon reaching Kisumu, I was taken to Kisumu Central Police Station. I didn't alight from the vehicle. It's the officer in charge of the team that was alighting from the vehicle, trying to go and engage the officers in charge at Kisumu Central, which they also refused to book me. They came back to the vehicle speaking Kikuyu, saying that, okay, they are arguing that where we arrested him, the only nearest police station that we could book him in is Kondele Police Station. That's when they took me back to the Kondele Police Station. But what I saw in that vehicle are men who are out here to kill and maim. and they are out here to cause destruction. Because there is no way a civic educator like me could be in possession of ammunition like you guys were alleging, because you found me with a chest bag. My head is covered using my jacket. Upon alighting, now my bag has got tear gas, it has got 20 rolls of bang. Upon reaching the station, whatever you are booking in with now turns from ammunition to murder of a police officer. So that's also something I still fail to understand, how quick these things evolve. And I have this message to put across to Interior PS Raymond Omolo, because now that this thing revolves around you. I'm just a small boy from Kondele. I'm just a civic educator. I'm just an activist who is out here to fight for a better Kenya that every Kenyan is yearning to live in. Taking your time to deploy 3 Subarus and 1 single double cab just to come and arrest me, just because I called you out that your boys are wreaking havoc in this city, that makes me think you kind of have a fragile ego. And me as Omar, is not my job to massage your fragile ego when things are not going the way it should be. Yeah, it's not my job. If at all you think I'm here to be praising you like other people do, that's not my job. You are a public servant. You are a civil servant that must be brought to book whenever you are going astray. Number 2, could you employ the same energy, deploy those same Subarus so that they can come and arrest the people who are your friends, who assaulted Osotsi?
The goons.
Could you please, Raymond Omolo, use the same energy and send those same Subarus so that they can come and arrest the goons who went and vandalized Irungu Nyakera's hotel, Fairways Hotel at Lake Basin Mall?
You can call them by names.
Omolo PS, could you please just send those Subarus again so that they can come and arrest these boys of yours who always masquerade in town on bikes, maiming and killing people in the name of, oh, unapinga Raymond Omolo we ni nani? Last but not least, Omolo, like I said, like I told you earlier on when Olivetti was released, power is transient. We've seen other people who held the same docket that you are in, and I'll take an example of former PS Karanja Kibicho, who has now been reduced to a blogger for the Jubilee Party. If you're not careful, I think the same fate awaits you, because as you all know, power is transient. And must I say, I'm seeing you are following the footsteps of your late grandfather, and we all know how that ended up for him. I don't pray for the same fate for you, but that trajectory you've taken, if you're not careful, I think that same fate awaits you. As I conclude, PS Raymond Omolo, you might kill me, you might even cripple me, you might do whatever you deem fit with me as Omar. But let me tell you this. The truth does not die. It sleeps. But when it wakes up, it will be told in a voice that cannot be silenced. Exactly. And trust you me, I will be that voice. Yes. In Kisumu here, I will be that voice. Yes. Thank you.
Anka uwe ilunga ni Immaculate Aching Tawale, aka Babu na Sababu. bila babu ni tabu. Mowuoyo utoka no iluongo ni manen cousin mara mano wuod Alima, an activist to jogi nochwanya kabisa. Gimiyo nathini ohinyore, nathini en ng'ama nigi dhako, nithinde nosechuo, nithinde nonindo nyaka kech. To mang'eny ok adwa wacho kuom sani. Adwa penjo niya, Gladys Nyawang'aya, Nyasuna, ang'o mwalaro? Ok iwenwa weyo yugi no ano. Osiepa, mana kaka nanyiso Fred Odhiambo Uda, onge gimok rum, gigi ga rumo. To nathiwa munenu nego ni, to kwabitho. Abe man peer educator. Ta apuonjo mana jogi. Ujoga kachieth.
My name is Mbaka Joseph. I want to speak about the incident that is happening here in Kisumu. We have witnessed a troubling pattern in the name of law enforcement. This is persecution. And I want to say that democracy doesn't work like this. The Constitution protects every Kenyan right to speak, disagree, and have any other different opinion. And that is why we are saying here in Kisumu, we will not be subjected or be forced to say two-term. We have our own political opinion, and we have that democratic right to do that. Whatever happened to Omar is unacceptable. And we are calling upon the Inspector General of Police, the Kenya Commission of Human Rights, and any other relevant body to do investigation. And also we are asking the Kenyan government to commit publicly that they will never intimidate us again here in Kisumu. We want them to do that. Failure too. Hapa mbele we are going to call for a mass demonstration. So that hizi vitu ziishe hapa Kisumu. Thank you. Awacho ni Kisumu ka waseneno gik matimore maricho. Itemo chunwa gi wacho weche mag two-term. Lakini gimwang'eyo ni demokrasi wacho ni kendo chik katiba oyienwa kaka ja Kenya. Ni oyienwa wacho gimoro amora, wabed gi pachwa moko chunwa. Onge kama ondik ni Kisumu kanya ka support mana William Samoei Ruto. Oko wach kamano. Emomiyo gima notimre ni Omar is very much unacceptable. Kendo kik chak timre Kisumu ka. Wadhi luongo ng'anyo mamuol mbele ka. Mondo waluong jogo, those in offices matemo intimidate wa to supporting this government so that they can stop. Erokamano.
Thank you so much. My name is Ricky Muga. This morning we have come to condemn the rising cases of arrests, unlawful arrests, the frustrations targeting the dissenting voices. Number one, the freedom of expression is enshrined in the Constitution, and even the right to belong to a political party and even political affiliation. That is a constitutional right, and no one whatsoever, whichever, however, should not find crime in that right. We want to speak to the politicians because we know that the actors. Number one, the rights do not spend the night in any politician's house, so that they release it in the morning and choose who it favors. Neither do these freedoms eat lunch and breakfast in their houses, so that they choose who exactly enjoys the favors. These are universal rights. We must enjoy them. And to our police officers, we ask you to be so professional. We ask you to be apolitical. You neither belong to two-term, or should you belong to one term. Please serve Kenyans. The truth of the whole matter is Omar's arrest is an awakening call to all the leaders in this region. We have all suffered this. The difference today is we are singing two-term and we are forgetting where we've come from. These same frustrations were exhibited even with Orengo, even with Anyang' Nyong'o, and may his soul rest in peace, the enigma Raila Odinga suffered the same. So it is the same suffering that we're going through today. Please, please, our leaders, let us condemn this act. It is wrong in the day, it is wrong in the night. And finally, we are issuing a warning to the police. We are Kisumu. We've been in Kisumu. We were raised in this town. No one has a monopoly to run our minds. No one has a monopoly to even shrink our thought process. We know what we want in these civic spaces. We believe that we are going the right direction. When we oppose the government, we do so because we have reasons. We have tangible reasons why we do that. And those who also support the government, do it peacefully. I want to challenge the leaders of Luo Nyanza to be specific. What is happening in Kisii at the senator's home today, who has lost the mom, is an awakening call even to you. If that was in Luo Nyanza, we would be fighting. Because the Kisii, that home has welcomed both people from the divides. We've seen them arguing one another. But there is one person in Luo Nyanza here who wants to eat from the division of the Luo people. We rise against that and tell him he must stop. And again, power is transient.
Power.
Tomorrow you are not in power. Today you are in power. There are people who enjoyed this. They are not enjoying it today. All in all, we are not going to bow. Not to any intimidation. Not to any unlawful arrest. Not to any political persecutions. We will be here. We will fight and defend our rights. Thank you so much.
We are here to stay.
I don't know at what level has it been charged, and then given that you are claiming that the police is overstepping on their mandate, we have other entities that work around the work of the police to ensure that they are not overstep. So how much have you done in that way?
Okay, so thank you so much. My name is Boniface Ogutwakach. I'm a human rights defender working with Kisumu Peace and Justice Center. Today, together with my colleagues and the members of the public, we came to stand in solidarity with Omar. What has happened to him is not new. Personally, I'm also a survivor, together with a lot of my comrades here who've also spoken. And it has reached a point that we cannot be quiet while we see this retrogressive tendency of the rule of law. And the sad bit of it is that it is being spearheaded by duty bearers who we have entrusted with upholding, respecting the Constitution. Omar was arrested. After being tortured and moved around in several police stations, he was later arraigned in court. At court, first they charged him with murder, murdering a police officer, a case that the person who was alleged to be the perpetrator had already been arrested and had even taken plea. So we don't even understand why all of a sudden they were again boiling down to Omar. Of course, the magistrate noted that the charge sheet was defective. So the police, the DCI officer, quickly went and sat with the court prosecutor and amended the charge sheet. And now they only charged him with possession of 20 rolls of bang and possession of ammunitions and a tear gas canister. Things that obviously were planted on him. It is sad because Omar is somebody we know. He's a human rights defender and an activist. He's one of our peer educators who's been out educating the community on various issues that has been affecting them. It is sad that now he's being profiled and branded a murderer, as well as a terrorist. We have come to condemn what happened to him, because we know this is a trend that is happening across the country. Not only him who has been arrested and framed and maliciously charged, Olivetti is also facing such allegations, and his matter is also still in court. We know of Ochieng, who was also arrested, taken to court, charged with possession of ammunitions and various other items that were obviously planted on them. Now, My message goes to the government, to the people, and to the various other key players who can support this. To the government, it is sad that you are being mentioned as being in the forefront of persecuting dissenting voices in the community. Young people who've only just come out to speak and play their role as it is being enshrined in our constitution under public participation by giving out their opinion and suggesting ways of better governing our country. Instead, just because there are people who are not happy with what they are saying, now suddenly government apparatus are being used to persecute them. The police, the courts of law, NIS, DCI. It is very sad that such institutions that are publicly funded are now being used to persecute members of the public. We are not going to keep quiet. We are going to speak. We are going to air our opinions freely. We are going to defend anybody who's being persecuted for just speaking their mind. And we are going to make sure that justice wins at the end of the day. To the members of the public, don't wait until this reaches your doorstep. Yesterday it was me. The other day it was Ricky. Some other days it was Mbaka. Today it is Omar. It is also on Olivetti. The pattern is repeating itself, and very soon it will come to your doorstep if we don't speak out. Join us in condemning what is happening. Don't play into the public gallery and propaganda of the state that is trying to portray dissenting voices as having their own interest other than standing with Kenya. To the organizations that should also be supporting and defending Wananchi, the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, the Independent Police Oversighting Authority. These are government institutions that should be making sure that any human rights violation, especially being perpetrated by the police, is addressed and stopped. We want the police who are doing this to be held accountable. To you, Raymond Omolo, your name has been mentioned since 2023 during the Sofia movement, where a lot of people were persecuted for just participating in protests. In 2024, during the anti-finance bill protests. In 2025, during the commemoration of June 25th and Sabasaba. And now that we are in 2026, you are still being called out for supporting gunnery, for ensuring that the people who are perpetrating this violence are not held accountable. We are giving the police 7 days. We want you to make sure that all these perpetrators who have been mentioned and reported to you are arrested and brought before the law. We are also giving you a demand that all these malicious prosecution cases charged on innocent Wananchi like Omar and Olivetti are dropped. We are also giving you 7 days to ensure that all these police officers who have been accused of human rights violations in the line of duty are held accountable for their actions. Failure to this, after 7 days, we have agreed with the people of Kisumu that we are going to call for mass protest to expose what you are doing, to demand for accountability.
We are the power.
And we are also going to conduct civilian arrest on these goons who we are seeing them out in public. Yet the minister was claiming that they are out of the country. But we are seeing them moving around, even with police officers in their company. We are going to arrest them and bring them to you, now that you don't want to arrest them. That is our take.
Yung tichario to mano timre no maka stage mar idho gari miluongo ni Wathorego. Ka jal moro be nobiro ne dwa bet mbele mar gari no, awene nafas mondo donji abed oko. To wuok na oko ni kare jal ni noken abiria jawuoth mar nyamburko, nen police ma gi dho ngere luongo ni DCI. lor na oko ni nogoya opingo osoe gari moro ne rita ne gin geche 4 Subaru 3 to gi Ford achiel geche marochere manigi number plate mogajore mag DCI gi. Koro kane gimaka giumo wiye gi jaket manarwako, penjo mane gipenja mahie ni en ang'o ma sikalaro gi jatend arita kwe ma piny Kenya ka miluongo ni Daktari Raymond Omolo. To mar ariyo to ni en ang'o masiko ni kaneno kuma kamera nitiere tasiko mana kaluongo nying PS Omolo. Kamano endo ka noumu yano gitera katundo Mamboleo Junction kanyo ne gigola e pickup no endo gisoya e Subaru. Kanyo endo gichako tang'ona pichni ji jok mage manyo magi seng'iyo ni watiyo godo Kisumu kae kech en gi mong'ere e lela ni wan to Kisumu kae wan yawuot jasiasa mbunge ma Embakasi East Babu Owino. To kaka be ji ong'eyo ni nitiere ywaruok moro e kindgi ma osik mana ni jok ma jotije Babu Owino kawan gi ni kama odak ni manyowa to kose maki kaka an nomaka i gari ni iketo na risasi, iketo na njaga Rolls 20, tiketo na kod tear gas. Omaka otera Eldoret polisi otamre kawa. Kapok watundo Eldoret oketa e bungu moro ma kapok itundo airport ma Eldoret kipenja penjo moko mogalore kitang'ona pichni itang'ona video kipenja ni en nang'o agora gi jatend arita kwe PS Raymond Omolo. Gitera Eldoret polisi otamre kawa ni nokomaka Eldoret gigola Eldoret giduoka Mosoriot giduoka Kapsabet botamruok kawa gikela diere Viga kaka Emosi otamruok kawa giduoga Central ka polis Kisumo be otamruok kawa. To i gari ni ing'e okwach kich mag DCI ka gimaki ok gin jok madhi yalo ni muma. Iwuoyo kodi kigoyi mondo iwuo iwachnegi kuonde ma jok magidwaro go nitie, iwachnegi gik momiyo ni ipingri gi jatend arita kwe Omolo. To gi temo mionyo ni kiki piem gi lieche dieo usipimane na ndovu kuhara. Hiyo ndo Kiswahili waliniambia. Kora wuoro ni to liej ni mipiem gode dieo ni en liech manade. To wach mayot man adwa wacho ne PS Omolo ni nitie jok manokuongo ni kuma intiere no. Negitiyo manonego ji kaka ibicho sani tinde olokre mana jandiko ne duond buch siasa mar Jubilee. Ibende kokitang' gi UDA manondiki tich ni Omolo both ka imbi dok mana dhi ndiko ne jo UDA ka tich orumo. Kech telo ken gimi isikoe en gir dakika matin to borumo ng'at machielo kao. Isiki iwak kidhi e media ni idhao gi jo maundu jok makelo insecurity e Kisumu waka. To en adiera mani e lela ma jadak mora ma Kisumu ong'eyo ni kotunde weche mag jo maundu Kisumu ka ntiere gi gik mang'eny ma inyalo wach ni in jok motelo ne jogi. Kech ng'at motelo ne jogi kaka Boya Koth manotelo ne yawuoyi manogo Sotsi Java en jalweti. Kijana manotelo ne jogo e Kodogo jalweti osegoigo nyaka picha inenigo kiwuotho go mang'eny. Sama jogi eki okomaki on kaka raia kuwa penji ni Omolo jogi okomaki to go jatelo. Sida ni kanyan kaka Omar ka penjo pinja bilano. Seche ma nyithindo gi eki wuok to dhi to ketho otend ng'ato mondiko yawuot wa Kisumu kae Fairways e Lake Basin Mall kacha chande to gitoyo magikwal mwandu mag ng'ato mag pesa mathoth magiwuogi magidhi ma ok omakgi kuwa penjo pinja bilano endo to koro wan wakoso kanye PS Omolo. seche mabe gigie kitimre ka siasa ntiere town ka emiyo yawuoyi pesa gi yolo mafuta pikipiki ni go pengni yawuot wamone gimi tich giwuotho dier town kae ka gilawo ji gitongre gi ji gikwalo ji simbe gitoyo geche ji nyoro kae ka Babu gine dhi kaka mega gingo ne ji airport gigi kikwa wacho PS Omolo Omar nigi makosa kanye ka penji
kaminya opango kinyo sira wende entie
in emitelo ne arita kwe to in ina mola achiel ni in ema kendo chaki ka opanga imiyo yawuot wa kae ka gilawo godo raia wa Kisumu kae to kidhi e media to koro ine Yesu Kristo mtukufu iler pamba iwacho ne ji kaka itemo mondo itiek maundu mar Kisumu. That makes you a hypocrite. Iwuondo japiny. Katieko Omolo. Teko mang'eny mitiyo godo oro Subaru mag biro makagi. Kawe teko gi yor go Subaru go kendo mak nyithindo gi eki. Mano goyo sotsi, mano dhi okwalo hotel Lake Basin Mall ka. Teko ni endi be imak go moko ma anga isha ji ndalo ma siasa nitiere kae gi eki.
Insecurity bengen Kisumo.
To adieri ok tow Omolo. Adieri ok tow. Adieri chieng' mobro wuok to kata in ok ibro pendelea adieri ni kobro wuok. Eroro kamano.
Thank you, comrades. So